That's not true. God is everywhere. He is the God of heaven and earth. He is watching the good and the evil. Now if we go to the Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 again, the requirement is to seek His kingdom. We have to seek God and His kingdom. And we have to be aware that if we are looking for the kingdom of God, this is the kingdom where He is the king. And if we belong to the kingdom, we are the people of the kingdom. The king is responsible for his kingdom. And if we believe that Jesus Christ is our king, He is the King of kings and the Lord of lords, and we belong to His kingdom, we are under His responsibility. If we look at Romans chapter 8 verse 28, everyone knows this. All things work together for good, right? Does it say something? All things. This includes what's going on now. Works together for good to those who love the Lord. If you want this to work good for us, then we have to love the Lord. And we have to live according to His purpose. Now the problem here is we cannot find the purpose of God when things are in a mess. Because we tend to see our purpose why we are here in Thailand, our purpose why we are in the church, our purpose why we go somewhere. That's our purpose. Is that the same with the purpose of God? We have to seek if it is God's purpose. Now, according to God's purpose, He will make it good. Sometimes our plans don't come as planned because God's plan is higher, better, way better than our plans. So we have to remember this, that God has higher purpose than what we think, better than what we plan for. Even in His words, He is always reminding us that therefore know this day, Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 39, and consider it in your heart that the Lord Himself is God in heaven above and in earth beneath. We have to do it right. I have to talk about right now because sometimes we tend to do what we thought of, and maybe it is right for our mind, for our thinking, but what is right for God, we have to seek for His righteousness, not based on what we think, because we never thought of this pandemic that is now going on in the whole world. We never thought of this. But do not also think that this is the plan of God to kill a lot of people. So many things happened in the past, in the Old Testament, similar to this. If you remember the plagues in Egypt, where people died. And if we read Psalms chapter 91, verses 9 and 10, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy habitation, thy dwelling, thy house. Where is our house? It is good to dwell in the house of the Lord. God is always calling us to dwell in the house of the Lord, because safety we cannot find anywhere in the world. Safety is in the hands of God. But safety doesn't mean you are no longer be suffering. You are always in a bed of roses. Remember, Paul said, rejoice. There is rejoicing in the Lord. But he said, rejoice in sufferings. In whatever circumstance that comes before us, we have to rejoice, because we know that God is with us. Even if we lay our bed in hell, God is there. He mentioned it in the same book of Psalms. So God is our refuge. The only safe place in the world is in the presence of the Lord. And we have to remember, God is not just in heaven because He is God of heaven. God is not limited there because God is everywhere. He is the God of heaven and of earth.